Oh, thank heavens! I made it just in time. Most would have attacked this defenseless slime by now.
Over the years, countless video games across various genres have embraced the pure notion of adventure. However, this approach has grown in scale and complexity. For that reason alone, the Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake has been one of my most anticipated titles since it was first announced over 3 years ago. Dragon Quest as a series, especially in its mainline entries, usually embraces simplicity in overall progression. In a time filled with an incredible number of new releases, Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake seems like an ideal palate cleanser to wrap up the year. Now, after 15 hours of playing this gorgeous adventure, it's clear to me that Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake might not automatically appeal to all newcomers who jump in. But that said, it's a promising revisit that stays true to its roots above all else. The opening hours presents a simple yet effective premise. The silent protagonist is tasked with becoming the destined hero of their world after the presumed failure of their father, Ortega, several years ago. The mission involves reaching and defeating the Dark Lord Baramos. The main character's mother, both hesitant and proud, sends her child off on this monumental quest. However, the protagonist is not alone. The player forms a 4-person party by creating 3 additional blank slate characters. First and foremost, it's important to note that Dragon Quest III HD-2D is not a narrative-heavy or character-focused experience. The early hours while playing indicate that the fundamental aspects of this genre-defining quest remain unchanged, which might not resonate with everyone. This game thrives on the essence of adventure, and if that appeals to you, you're in for a richly packed journey. As someone who has played the original Dragon Quest III, albeit through the less-than-ideal Switch port, I find the presentation of Dragon Quest III HD-2D nothing short of astounding. The lighting on the character models and environments bring an unprecedented vibrancy to these familiar sights. Despite structural similarities, the dramatic upgrade in quality makes it feel inherently new. The HD-2D art style may be familiar by now, but this latest release is undeniable proof of how stunning it can be when executed well. The world map is especially impressive, evoking the awe I imagine fans of the original NES version felt when they first saw it. It's a gorgeous vista of color and detail that makes every location stand out. One of the most noticeable aspects of this remake is how much grander the world map feels, thanks to hidden areas and collectibles scattered throughout. Additionally, with the inclusion of a day and night cycle that affects town inhabitants and the appearance of recruitable monsters, it's clear that exploration is at the heart of this journey. However, the game may not appeal to newcomers, and one reason is actually the encounter rate. For those unfamiliar with older games like this, the frequency of random encounters can be a turnoff. Unlike other games such as Star Ocean: The Second Story R, Dragon Quest III HD-2D doesn't display monsters on the world map. Instead, you randomly stumble upon them, and this happens quite often. Admittedly, depending on your class, you can learn a skill that reduces the encounter rate of weaker enemies, but this is mainly useful for backtracking. Therefore, you need to be open to the idea of continuous encounters, as it's not something you can easily avoid. There's plenty more to say about Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake, trust me, but I'll save that all for the full review next month. Regardless, it should be clear that this revisit isn't trying to redefine the adventure for broader appeal. In its simplest form, Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake embraces its origins with a few gameplay enhancements and a charming new look. I'm looking forward to experiencing the rest of this classic journey once more. And to be honest, I'm actually at the end game as of this writing, but my lips are sealed. At least until Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake releases on PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC on November 14th, 2024. Now, enjoy some gameplay.
At last we have tracked down those banditi. First, we will make our way north to the village of Corinth before heading to the old tower. Now march, Cavalieri! Ah, scusi. By any chance, would you happen to have come from Aliahan? Then it is as I thought. We recently received a letter from the king of your nation. He mentioned sending a warrior off on a great quest. You are exactly as he described. I had hoped for some help tracking down our king's crown. You see, it was recently stolen. As a result, the outpost that leads to Portoga is closed until...
What? Voice Pixel.